First things first, welcome in or welcome back to the channel. My name is Grinn and I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I thought it would be fun to share with you my top 10 favorite plugins that Runelite has to offer. Just keep in mind that this list is based on my personal opinion and the ones that I enjoy, and that it's entirely okay if you disagree with the ones I've chosen. Just let me know in the comment section down below which ones that you like that I've chosen, and maybe which ones you don't like, which ones you disagree on. But with all that said, let's get into the video. Starting with my least favorite of my favorite plugins, I've gone with the skills progress bar. The basic function of this plugin is just to put these little bars underneath your skills in the skills tab that let you know how close you're getting to a level, because they just change color and grow, as you get XP in the skills. And some of you may think that it looks a little messy, not quite clean. You're used to, you turn it off, there's nothing there, it looks nice, but I think it's a decent little way to try to keep the game refreshing, because if I'm ever bored or can't think of what I want to do, I can just, kick on over to the skills tab, and then I go, oh, I'm pretty close to a magic level. I could go and burst for maybe a half an hour and I could get this to 93. It's just a way that can provide you with the direction to keep your time well spent when you have a little bit of time to actually play the game. Up next on the list at number 9 for me is gonna have to be Entity Hider. I like this plugin so much because sometimes I just can't be bothered with all of the people and all of the noise that can come along with certain activities, one of them being Wintertod. So if you go ahead and just turn this one on, all the people go away. I even use it sometimes when I'm just doing bank standing skills like fletching or something, when I just truly need that alonescape experience. For me, number 8 is going to have to be ground markers. So you can see here, I have these spots marked in blue, but if I turn this off, they go away. But I think most people use this to help them with bosses if they're not quite used to how the tiles work. But you can see here is a little demonstration. If I go to this one and then I click, I actually skip every tile that the eyes here can look at me and deal massive amounts of damage to me. So it's pretty useful for these kinds of occasions. This one may be a bit controversial as well because I do not have it up higher on the list, but I guess I just prefer YouTube videos in a way, like Slayer Music's videos. But if you turn on Quest Helper, it actually puts an icon on your sidebar just called Quest Helper, funny enough. When you click on it and then you click on a quest that you haven't done yet, like say I'll just do Land of the Goblins. Yeah, I know, don't at me, I don't have my quest cape, but it shows you everything that you will need, including items that you don't have in the bank, like they'll be read out like this, that you can make sure to get to prepare yourself for the quest. It'll let you know enemies that you'll have to defeat and also the rewards. And then it will also elaborately walk you step by step to get you through the quest. And a lot of times it makes it just so much faster. And a lot of people claim it's actually faster than the YouTube videos. Maybe I'm just dumb, because that has not been my case. It's just easier for me to see somebody do it and then replicate that. But that's why this one's coming in at number 7. Bro, get out of the way. You're ruining my shot. That guy would not leave me alone. But next up on the list is key remapping. So what this does, as you can see down here, when I turn it off, the press enter to chat goes away. But when I turn this on, that's there. So it makes it so that I can use WASD to move my camera, which for me is way more comfortable than using the arrow keys. And I know a lot of people just use the mouse wheel to click on it and move, but sometimes for me when I click, it just doesn't move. So I just switch to using WASD, and then it makes it so that I don't accidentally type a message unless I want to. So like, hello. But then after sending it, it goes back to press enter to chat. And I don't know why I love this one so much, but just the accessibility to use WASD to change the camera just really improves my quality of life. Coming in at number 5 is gonna have to be ground items. When this is on, it actually displays the loot value on the ground of the item. So like this Awakener's Orb is 1.12 mil. And it also gives it this like amazing loot beam here. And if you scroll down far enough, you can find the text outline. So right now it's just, orange text, which is pretty nice, but I prefer the text outline, putting the black line around it. I think it just makes it look so much nicer, and the items on the ground are just even that much more appealing to go ahead and pick up and put in the bank. Up next at number 4, I've put AFK Timer. I think this one is perfect for a lot of us that kind of just want to veg out and AFK something on RuneScape after a long day. Maybe you have something up on your second monitor, but you can go ahead and edit this and change it to, I don't know why it's in seconds, but you can set it in seconds. I think I'm set to like 25 minutes or something, but you can, you know, go ahead and just sit here and I could chop redwoods, and if I get lucky, not have to touch the mouse or look at the screen for a full like 25 minutes. Usually it's like every 7 or 8 minutes you have to look at it and click on like another spot to chop another spot. Wait, there's a guy here to chop another spot on the tree. But it's really, really nice when you just want to, you know, kick it back, put the feet up and watch something, or just do something else entirely while you still get some of those RuneScape gains. Starting out the top 3, I'm kind of giving you guys a 2-for-1 here because it's going to be bank tags and bank tag layouts. I like them both because bank tags lets you have this like spot on the side, and then if you put in the bank tags layout, it actually lets you click this layout button once you've fully geared up and set up your inventory, and then to like re-gear or something for a boss, I can just go ahead and click the items like that, and it'll set it up perfectly. So now if I just, you know, dump all these items, I can just go ahead and click along and it'll perfectly set up my inventory the way I like it. So it's very nice, very useful. It makes banking so fast and easy, and it lets you keep setups on the side for activities that you enjoy doing. You don't actually have to like try to remember every item specifically you need for anything individually. It's very nice, very useful, and absolutely saves you a ton of time. Number 2 for me is one that I may get roasted for in the comments, but it is going to be tile indicators. It's the reason why you see this light blue line around the square I'm standing on, because if you don't know, like RuneScape's maps and everything are all these little squares, the grids. So if I open this up, it gives you 3 options. Hovered tile, which is when I move my mouse, you can see the tile I would click on individually. And then there's also the destination tile, which is my dark blue is what I have it set to, so I always know where I will be going. And then the reason why you highlight true tile is because RuneScape operates in a way with ticks and certain things that change the game and movement. So if I'm walking, my true tile is genuinely, unless I click really far away, it's genuinely stays underneath you for the most part. But if you put your run on and say I click like way over here, as you can see, the tile actually keeps skipping ahead of me, but this is my actual location, not where it shows my character model. And for me, at least, it makes certain bosses way easier because it helps with wooks walking and it helps with all sorts of things. And maybe it's just because I'm a noob, but I really enjoy it, and I think it definitely helps you get a greater sense of where you are. It can also really help you start to understand movement in this game, which is such a pivotal important part of endgame PVM and other endgame content. Coming in at number 1, my absolute favorite Runelite plugin, and one I probably would not play without if I'm being truly honest, is gonna have to be the GPU plugin, because when this thing is off, my god, it is terrible. I mean, a lot of people play with the 117 HD, but I mean, it isn't bad. I mean, I don't know why it's loading. If you turn it on, I mean, it does look really nice. The game still does, but I prefer that little bit more old school appearance. So I'm going to go ahead and put the GPU back on, but watch what happens when I turn it off. It is terrible. Everything becomes so pixely, and it's really not that bad when you zoom in. It clears up a bit, but even then, still zoomed in, it is so much better. And it provides other options as well, like you can change your anti-aliasing, your UI scaling, your draw distance, which is what lets you like really zoom out. It is super nice. It just really, really improves the quality of the game and the viewing experience when you're playing, which is really funny to say for a game like RuneScape, because the game is just so old that the fact, you know, I even remotely care about this, or that we care about this, is kind of funny, because I I don't think we're necessarily playing it for that, but that is my top 10 favorite Runelite plugins that I play with every single day. So let me know what you thought about the video. Please leave a like and comment and subscribe to the channel. But with all that said, I hope you have a great rest of your day.